Welcome back everyone to another Brian's Diecast Thailand, and today we're working on this. It's a Tekno made in Denmark, and it's a Mercedes 300S.L. Now this model was first produced in 1957 until 1959, and ironically the real car was first launched in 1957 also, until 1962 or 3, something like that. So as we can see, it's missing its windscreen, it's missing its steering wheel, and it had a driver, so it's missing its driver. And it's also missing the front bumper and the rear bumper. But I'm not too concerned about that, because what I've got in mind with this, well, you'll see as we go along. So let's get it off the turntable and let's have a closer look at what we're dealing with. So I'll catch you then. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. Well, we've got an opening bonnet, which don't stay open. Opening boot, spare tyre in there, metal body, metal base, lots of detail there. Then I don't know if you can see, it just says Tekno Denmark, Mercedes-Benz 300S.L. Everything's metal on this. Metal engine, the interior's metal, gear stick there's metal. You can see the slot there for the little man. Lots of scuffs, rubber tyres, one screw at the front and it's slotted at the back. So let's get it open and see what we're dealing with. Okay, take the base off very gently. See the slot at the back there, spare tyre in there. I'd like to get that out, so I'll have a look at that. Front wheels, back wheels. Oh, look at this, they're all on springs. Look at these springs. Wow. Oh, I better put them somewhere safe. I've got a little container here next to me. Spring there. Spring there. And a spring there. Better not lose them fellas. Now what we got next? Does it all just lift out? Yeah, there's the interior. It just lifts out. That's all metal. And it's hard doing it with one hand. Hang on. I'll have to come in with two hands. Sorry. Oh, it just drops out. There's the engine in the front. I think that just comes out. No, it doesn't. I'll leave it there for now. We'll have a look. I think it does come out. I'll investigate that in a sec. Bonnet falls out. And the boot. Does that fall out? That's the grille at the front. That's just dropped out. And that, surely that just lifts out somehow. It's gotten jammed in. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Be nice to me. There we go. There we go. So there's the shell. So, caustic soda for that. Caustic soda for the bonnet and boot. Caustic soda for the interior. Better not lose all them springs. I've got them in a container here. I'll put everything. The wheels, rubber tyres, but they're a bit stiff, so I might put them in some warm water to soften them up a bit. Same with this one. Grill, that's metal. Everything is metal on this. So, okay. Caustic soda, boiling water. Caustic soda, boiling water. Caustic soda, boiling water. Don't lose that screw. I'd like to see if I can get this engine now. I think it will. Sorry about that. I'll have a look at that because I'd like to get that engine out. So I'll probably do that off camera. Same with this spare wheel. If I can, I'd like to get that out. So, moving along. I'll do a bit more, like I say, caustic soda for all these. And I'll get back to you then. So catch you then. Okay, here's a bit of an update as to where we are. There's the body there. There's the interior, the engine there. This has got a spring on it here, which puts tension onto the boot lid. There's the boot lid, there's the bonnet, the axles, base. I've got a steering wheel, I've got a little man, and I've got a windshield. I'll talk to you about that after. There's the springs for the axles, screw for the base, the two little plastic headlights. I didn't forget to take them out. Now these tyres were glued onto the axles. One of them broke. So I'll have to fix that and maybe swap it with the spare here. There's the front grille. So yeah, that's where we're up to. Quite a few parts there. But the steering wheel, the little man and the windshield, I'll talk to you after about that. So, I'll carry on. Catch ya. Okay, here's all the parts, all ready to go back together again. I painted the interior red and then I painted it in a flat matte just to give it a bit of a realistic look. Painted the gear stick black and a few little dials there on the dashboard. Now the engine, that was glued in, but it came out quite easy, and it's on two little locating pins, so it's back in the right position. I put a little bit of silicone on there. Don't know if you can see, I did the battery down there, and just a few little details, not too much. Now the steering wheel, that came out of my parts bin. I haven't got a clue what it came from. The windshield there came from a plastic Corvette, 66 Corvette. So that was a donor for the windscreen. It was only a plastic model. The little man here, he came from the Mercedes 600 Pullman. He was the chauffeur. So he was painted black, so now he's white. That little bit of red on his bottom there is a little bit of plastic to lift him up a bit, because he is a little bit out of scale. Springs over here for the suspension, screw, the base. Now one of the wheels broke on me, so I glued it back with hot melt glue, and now that one what broke is now the spare. So I've got good tyres here all on there. Bit of detail on the door handles and the back lights. I'll show all that when it's all put together. So off camera I'll put it all back together, and we'll have a look what she looks like. So I'll catch you then. Okay, this is what we started off with. Paintwork's very scuffed up. It's missing its windscreen, it's missing its steering wheel, and it's missing its driver. And well, let's have a look what we've ended up with. And here's what we've ended up with. Now, what did we do? Well, we stripped all the old paint off and cleaned all the casting, and then primer undercoat, and then we painted it. Well, that is called Petronas green, but to me it's teal. So we painted all that up. We painted the front grille chrome, we re-chromed the engine and glued it back in. We painted the interior red. Then we did a little bit of detailing on the dashboard. We put a driver in. He was donated from the Mercedes 600 Pullman. Windscreen was donated from a 66 Corvette, which was just a plastic model. Cleaned up the wheels and tyres. A little bit of detail on the back lights there, and a little bit of detail on the door handles, and well, the plastic headlight inserts, they were pretty in bad condition, but it looks okay. I'll just close it up. So there's a Mr. Doing his vintage car racing in his beautiful looking Mercedes 300S.L. So that's it for another one. Let us know down in the comments what you think, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and ring that notification bell, and you'll get notified as to my next build. Oh yes, the front and back bumpers were missing, but hey, you take them off when you go racing. There's a lot of weight there, and I think it looks cool without. So yeah, leave us a comment, let me know what you think. So that's it for me now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. So bye for now.